Hello everyone. I remember when I was a student at secondary school and a teacher inquired about the best way to learn a foreign language. At that time, I used to believe that the only way one can possibly learn a language is by traveling to a country where the language is spoken. Now, after that, I have specialized in linguistics and gone through the journey of achieving fluency, I can refine that answer. If you are passionate about language learning and want to learn from practical experience and research, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified whenever I post a newer video. So let's get started. What being in a country where the language is spoken does is put a realistic pressure on you. So you might be in a situation wherein you'll have to understand the message and reply. So eventually you'll be familiar with the most common used language and you'll develop an ability to think fast in the targeted language. Here what actually happens is you become surrounded by the language and your brain becomes aware that there is no other way to survive except from learning this language. But is it the only way to force and engage your brain in learning? The short answer is absolutely not. Based on previous studies in statistics, the vast majority of people who are fluent in a language or acquire a new language are the ones who have never traveled to the pays or the country where the language is spoken. And even Duolingo, the application of language learning, has confirmed this study based on its own statistics. I have never traveled to the US or an English-speaking country, nevertheless I'm confidentially fluent and still training for accuracy. If there is a secret for everything in life, including language learning, it would be repetition and consistency. With today's technology, immersion isn't an issue anymore. You can acquire the language you desire while being immersed in activities that you prefer. I started learning English from listening to artists and the methods innovated gradually. And what was really a game changer for me is reading books. I was so astonished to accept that I can increase my proficiency by engaging in topics that I actually prefer and are in my interest. Obviously, a language can never be fully learned, so you have to personalize the process to suit your routine. Remember that the same advantages that one who traveled has can be earned through smart approach, daily repetition, and persistency. Books are extremely effective to expand your vocabulary, familiarize yourself with the language, and enhance your speaking skills. What I mean when I say familiarize yourself with the language, you'll gain complete fluency and reduction of mistakes. From my personal experience, and after spending hours of reading, I can detect the previous mistakes that I have made in my writings. Books are a treasure, but if you are a fresh beginner who still suffers with the spelling, you can start by your mobile phone and start with listening. Pick whatever topic that interests you and start learning. Through these methods of daily exposure, eventually you will get better, even if you are not able to observe the improvement. Because this is how language learning works. Most of it is unconscious. And I'm not saying that traveling is a waste. If you have this opportunity to travel, never miss it deliberately. All what I'm saying is that someone who doesn't have this opportunity is still blessed. All what he needs is dedication and a strong will. This is the end of this video. If you find it useful, share it to help others improve and help me as well to grow the channel. If you hold any question or suggestion, don't hesitate to comment. Let's meet at the next video.